Ever since the DC Extended Universe launched with 2013's Man of Steel, it's been troubled and contentious. DC Comics' attempt to revitalize unified superhero film franchise has faced non-stop comparisons with Marvel's longer-running and more critically acclaimed universe. With the exception of Wonder Woman, Warner Bros. DC films have been dark, sullen, narratively messy, and heavily criticized for their particularly fetishized and unrestrained use of violence. They've also been distressingly obsessed with forcing their heroes through protracted existential crisis instead of just letting them be heroes, or in the case of Suicide Squad, reluctant anti-heroes. We're used to watching superhero films where the main threat is from another dimension or aliens from another universe come here to destroy our planet Earth. But we haven't seen one where the main threat is from a massive civilization that has been right here all this time underneath our very noses, the ocean, which is exactly what makes the DCU's latest cinematic offering so unique, because this time the danger is not from another dimension or from the sky, but from the very depths. I'm Devesh, and today on my channel Saley Cinema, I'm going to review the movie Aquaman. Aquaman follows Arthur Curry, played by Game of Thrones actor Jason Momoa, as he is forced to reconcile his loyalties to the surface world with his role in the undersea kingdom of Atlantis, which has become increasingly hostile to the humans polluting the oceans. The film reveals the origin story of the half-human, half-Atlantean, who embarks on the journey of a lifetime, one that not only forces him to face who he really is, but also to discover if he is worthy of who he was born to be, a king. Story-wise, there is nothing groundbreaking to offer here, with director James Wan choosing to tell us the tried-and-tested classical Shakespearean tale of sibling rivalry. While the story clearly lacks any form of novelty, director James Wan chooses to play God here, creating a whole new underwater world with exquisite finesse, esthete, and eye for detail, so much so that it completely takes your breath away. In terms of sheer technology, Aquaman could very well be regarded as Avatar's successor, with its art house special effects and outstanding CGI treatment. It's the sheer iridescence of the canvas and the never-before-seen contours of the ocean, the flora and fauna swimming across the screen, that leaves you completely mesmerized with this brand new cinematic experience. Truly, James Wan's vision of Atlantis is pure art, with almost every frame etched out like a mythical painting. After playing the rugged, braided warrior Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones, Jason Momoa's macho swagger and intimidating presence makes him perfectly fit the bill as Aquaman. With an origin story that is grounded in real emotion, the actor makes use of plenty of opportunities to add more layers to the brash bravado of Aquaman. Amber Heard's portrayal of Mera is the perfect foil to the red-blooded masculinity of Aquaman. Nicole Kidman's warm performance as Queen Atlanna and Aquaman's mother, and Temuera Morrison as his father are endearing to watch. Patrick Wilson as Aquaman's half-brother and ruler of Atlantis, however, is nowhere near as terrifying as some of the recent superhero villains. Willem Dafoe as Aquaman's mentor has an almost Obi-Wan Kenobi-like presence in the film. Aquaman is easily the most ambitious DC movie to date, a big sprawling visual spectacle that is gorgeous, crazy, stuffed with terrific action and loads of fun to watch. The only problem, however, is that it tends to repeat the same old problems that plague the recent DC films. At 143 minutes, it is over long and could have been shorter by at least 30 minutes. The second half starts dragging a bit, as Aquaman starts turning into an Indiana Jones-style quest film. There is also a secondary villain whose only narrative function here is to serve as a build-up to future conflict in subsequent films. While some of the recent DC films have been an over-bloated mess, Aquaman may not be as messy, but it is still a needlessly bloated film, by the end of which, as a viewer, you may be left feeling waterlogged. Fortunately, it is James Wan's epic direction and Don Burgess's fluid camera style and bold cinematography that makes you forget these minor flaws and want to watch the film on the biggest possible screen. As a collective entity, the DC cinematic universe may still be struggling to garner the love of the masses, but Aquaman looks like the buried treasure that so many moviegoers have been waiting for the DC cinematic universe to uncover. I'm going with 3.5 out of 5 for Aquaman.